there's going to be a Q&A session. During that session, I believe that you guys will ask questions. I ask you to ask them questions so that they don't sit here and think, hey, those people don't know politics. So you ask them questions, eh? Make sure. I think now it's your turn to talk, to ask questions, or to challenge them. Yes, let's challenge them. Yes, of course. Yes. What we're going to do, I don't know if you agree with me, but I think let's take 3 questions at a time so that we can try and, finish quicker. We'll start with the chairman.
Question to you would be whether that situational appraisal to look at the key issues that affect the country was properly done. Did you have a sense that is identified all the issues and that the plans that he has that is presented talk to those issues that have been identified? Thank you.
Thank you. We have you.
Hi, Kamalam Dumzamo, Mini from Fletcher in the Eastern Cape. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just concerned as to what is the role of the ministers as well as the advisors in the relevance of what the president has told the nation about the governance in particular. Maybe if I can be workshopped on that, then I will clearly understand where we are, how are we, and how to look forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Can you give the gentleman behind you?
The main issue that I need to hear, I would like to hear your views on, it is the current state of the functioning of the ANC, its distance from its constituency.
Thank you. We have you.
The first one is the announcement on the 1% growth relative to the 5% where we should be. Accepting that, in fact, in the global context, there are external factors that we don't have control over. At the end of his speech, the president then says, we must do a whole lot of things to get ourselves out of this situation. But my dearest comrade falls short of then saying what is to be done. So my concern is, are we really saying we have identified the problem, we are not able to meet our growth targets? The question is, what do we do about this, and what do you think are the interventions that would help us to close the gap between not so ambitious targets of the NDP, which we are failing to meet, and I thought what you were starting to say to us is forget the global context. Let's talk about our own locally made solutions. But what are they? And what could they be, in a sense? But I just think that articulation didn't come through for me, and I'd like your views on that issue. Thank you.
Okay, now I have to get one more person.
I'm from business, from mining. We are the largest black miners in South Africa. One thing that I've heard the president say now is that they want to move the parliament from Cape Town to Pretoria, which is a good thing in terms of cutting costs. But I know mainly it's because they know that they don't have control in Western Cape. The problem is that they are about to lose Gauteng as well. So the question is, what's going to happen now when they've moved the parliament to Pretoria now and they've now lost Gauteng? Are they not going to move it to KwaZulu-Natal now? Thank you very much.
Good one.
Thank you. My name is Ben Fazwell from East London. I just want to take the panelists on the point that the president made, namely that he needs the nation to pull together to get things going. Where I want to engage the panelists is, did this ever happen in life, particularly in the economic life? For instance, the president went further to say the black industrialists must be assisted by big business. To me, that means that the big business must decide at what level they will assist the black person, because you cannot grow a giant that's going to eat you up. What are the prospects that, in fact, what the president is calling for is going to happen? Are there any special conditions that must exist for that to happen? Thank you.
Who else? Any other?
So the challenge that it comes when it comes to Parliament. So I think mine is to say, to what extent is it a generational challenge that is being experienced in Parliament, in that our parliamentarians are unable to collaborate even on issues that need collaboration. And I think for me, I want to check your opinion in terms of to what extent is it a generational disjoint and an inability to collaborate even when we are agreeing. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry to everybody that couldn't ask questions.